At this exact moment in time, I have about 3 gallons of beer cheese soup.
Oh, God.
Just sitting in my gut.
Shane. That's actually disgusting.
I want them to know the circumstances surrounding this video.
That was the breakfast that you chose.
A big old pot of beer cheese soup, like a real Minnesotan. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about
our lives.
Recently, Shane and I have been discussing that, maybe we should open up a real business. Not like specifically a brick and mortar business, but along those lines where, right now our only job is social media stuff. Our only income is what comes from social media.
Yeah, and it's great, and it takes up all of our time.
Yeah.
But, the internet could go away tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, oh, well, what do we do now?
Exactly. So we've been like, we should really do something that is more concrete, like a real thing that isn't just based on us.
And don't worry, this is not
We're not
about
doing
to be
it.
us being like, so, buy our toffee.
Oh,
No.
I thought it was going to be us being like, we're leaving YouTube.
Oh, no. They're not pitching you anything.
No.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about that very casually for years. Like, this
Yeah.
is just something where we've been like, we should probably have something real. Like,
And it's
just in
also,
case.
it's like a dream, too.
Yeah.
We'll be like, wouldn't it be fun to, start our own cruise line? Or, whatever it is.
That's not one of the ones we've pitched, but yes, that would be really fun. Anyway, we've been discussing businesses, and we thought it would be fun for us to sit down and both share a pitch for our business idea.
Pitch for each other.
And see what the other one thinks.
But also for you. Because we want this to be like Shark Tank. And all of you are the judges. So
I don't know if I prepared for it in this level.
fancy yourself a Mark Cuban. And be decisive and scrupulous.
No.
And all of you will hear our ideas. And then vote in the comments. Which business would you invest in?
My idea for my business is like one sentence, Shane. Like, I don't have a business plan.
Wow.
You don't either.
I have a 30-page document in my book bag. I prepared for this video.
Oh, no.
No, to be honest, I'm still figuring out the idea in my head as I speak, so I'm going to delay.
All right. Do you
delay.
want me to go first?
Hannah's business idea. Here we go. And we get to,
Can I predict your business idea?
no, we get to,
I'm hot.
poke holes in each other, ask
Yeah.
questions.
Be scrupulous, like you said. We can ask questions.
Yeah,
we can
because I want my
mock.
business to be made. I don't want yours to be made.
Oh my God.
All
How
right.
about we do both of them?
What's your business idea?
My business idea is a swimsuit company.
Oh,
Yep.
I was not expecting that.
What were you expecting? That's why I wanted you to guess what it was going to be.
I was thinking candy or
Why? Well, that's a good one too. Swimsuits and candy.
All right, a swimsuit company.
Or
Hold on.
a farm that people can visit.
You don't
like a
get
sanctuary.
To. You don't get to. No. We're going with swimsuit.
Okay, swimsuit company.
Explain.
As a lifelong swimmer,
Uh-huh.
I know swimsuits better than anything.
Uh-huh.
I know swimsuits. I know two pieces. I know one pieces. I know everything about them. I know leisure suits. I know practice suits. I know racing suits. I know every kind of swimsuit. Why am I not capitalizing on this knowledge? And have you ever struggled to find a swimsuit that is both functional and cute? Because I know I have.
Now we're getting into the crux of it.
You like my infomercial
I was
style?
going to say, what sets you apart from every other swimsuit?
I just feel like
company
a
out
lot of
there?
them, I've been looking, so I grew up only ever using functional swimsuits.
What does that mean?
Like ones for swim practice that were sold by Speedo.com. Like I
Okay.
never bought a bikini that was not a racing, like I would buy bikinis from Jolene where I could get a practice bikini, wear it to swim practice, and it stays put.
Yeah, because most stimpier bikinis,
Yeah.
you would swim right out of.
Well,
if you-
exactly. And so I've recently, only in the past couple years, purchased my first bikini that is like sold by a store where it's like, these are cute. Wear them to the beach.
Not an athletic company.
Not an athletic company.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
Like not a Nike suit, but like an actual bikini that is like, this is cute and frilly.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, and maybe I'm the only one that goes around in the water in a fast pace, but I jump in right
Boom.
over my head.
Remember when your bathing suit fell off in
front of all of your
my
family.
whole family?
Shane's family was visiting, and we were playing horse, where we were using a basketball and shooting it, and it was me versus Andrew. It was an extremely intense competition, and we were getting to the point where we were doing absurd things that the other one could just not replicate. And so I did one where I was like, you have to start fully submersed underwater, shoot out of the water, and make the basket, okay? Like from far away. I shoot out of the water, my top gone. And I was like, ah! Horrible. And Shane and his entire family watching me.
So this business aims to solve that idea.
That problem. So a cute swimsuit that is also functional. And I just think that would be a fun business. I would love to work on that.
Are you designing these suits, or are you bringing in more employees? Are you gonna actually make it like?
Well, that's my question. Is like the only way I can think to do it is for me to like hand sew the swimsuits, but I don't know how to do that, so I'd have to learn how to do that. But that's not really a sustainable business model. I don't know how people start a business where like you sell more than one swimsuit at a time, you know?
You have to get investors, you need capital.
And you need someone to make the swimsuits and then someone to help design them. Like I would like to be involved in that, but I'm not going to be like, I know best, because I don't know.
You're the idea person.
Yeah, but maybe someone that is better at designing swimsuits.
I think maybe a better idea would be hand sewn by Hannah. Swimsuits for function.
I sell one a month. And it's really expensive. I worked hard.
Hideous.
It's probably not going to fit.
That's a good idea. I like your idea.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a quick break to consider that idea and prepare ourselves for my idea as we thank our sponsor.
Thank you to ThreadUp for sponsoring this video. I'm obsessed with ThreadUp. I'm going to show you about 6 dresses that I got for the summer, and I hope you love them as much as I do. This is actually dress number 1. I'll just show you right now. It's the same brand that I got last time I bought from ThreadUp, and I had never heard of the brand. It's called Caution to the Wind, and so I went on there and I bought, I think, 3 Caution to the Wind dresses because I'm so obsessed with them. Here is dress number 2. I wish you could feel these dresses. This is another Caution to the Wind. It is so soft, so comfy. I absolutely love the fabrics that they use. All right, this is my last Caution to the Wind dress, and then I will show you something different. I really like the top, also super comfy. This is an Anthropologie dress that actually has the tag still on. It's not used. And it's originally $158 and I got it for $48. So I'm really excited about this one. It's so cute, so comfortable. All right, next dress is from Abercrombie. I'm obsessed with this. It's the cutest, most summery dress, so comfortable and stretchy. All right, I just threw on a pair of shorts to show you this shirt, but this is another Caution to the Wind shirt, but the same fabric that I love, so comfortable. So I'm really excited about these. One more. All right, last item, just a cute white shirt. I'm a big fan. So if you like any of the items that I bought, you can click my link and actually see these items and then shop similar ones on ThreadUp. And you can use code HANNAH for 40% off your first order.
Are you ready for my idea?
Yes, I am. I wish I could guess.
It is, coming up with it right now, an airline.
Oh my God, Shane.
That only flies people who use wheelchairs.
That's a horrible, horrible idea.
Oh my God, I like your idea.
Shane.
Go ahead, what's wrong? There will be an airplane.
You sound like a toddler coming up with an idea.
Where the whole inside is just one chair along the side for a caregiver or family member or friend, whoever you're flying with, and then rows and rows of beautiful open wheelchair spaces.
One person can fly on the plane, not in a chair?
Well, account for that.
One person. And the rest are wheelchair users.
If you're traveling with more non-disabled flyers, have them use a different airline.
Wait.
We don't want them.
Are these private flights, or is there more than one family on the plane?
There can be more than one. It's a regular sized airplane, commercial airplane.
And it flies what route?
We hit every major city on a continuous loop, kind of like a
But
train.
it only goes one direction. So if you're trying to get from New York to Pennsylvania, you're gonna have to go through Detroit, Minneapolis,
No, that's the first
Seattle,
stop. New York to
LA.
PA is easy. It's New York to Florida that you don't want. And you go all around the country. Look, but as we, earn a profit, we will add more planes, more routes.
How are you gonna buy your first plane? Because that is
Same way
millions
you're
and
beginning.
millions and millions of dollars.
Everyone watching is going to invest a few thousand.
I thought we were taking this seriously.
I am!
No, you're not.
How cool would it be if there was a company
Shame.
that exclusively flew wheelchairs? That'd be great.
That's just not, you cannot do that. You will not have enough money to do
I
that.
am
You
dreaming.
can't even buy a tiny jet.
I am dreaming of a better tomorrow. Okay, a brewery.
That's what I was going to guess. A brewery bookstore combo.
Coupled with a bookstore.
I know my husband.
And a dog park, an indoor dog park. That's probably
That's
our
my
best idea. What's our idea? Rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Tell them about that idea.
The indoor dog park.
Oh, hold on. Should we all, I won. Okay. Moving on. I won.
Holy crap.
Here's our idea.
Our idea, it's very Minnesota-esque, and there's a lot of other states that would benefit from it, but here it's really a problem. In the winter, there is nowhere to walk your dog. Outside, it's sometimes negative 20 degrees.
It's deadly.
Yeah, there's ice on the street, and there's salt on the street. Our dog cannot walk outside in the winter because of the salt. She burns her paws, and she can't walk.
So we have to put these booties on her.
She hates them. We're slipping and sliding. Shane can't go on the walks ever. As soon as it starts to snow, he's out for 9 months. So we're like, why is there nowhere to walk? There used to be a mall actually where you could walk your dogs inside, and they canceled that program because people would let their dogs poop and not pick it up.
Terrible idea.
It's a good idea. Anyway, I would like an indoor walking track. This is not a dog park with loose dogs. I would like an indoor walking track. It's a very, very large warehouse.
And regulated. You do not
let
your dog off leash.
No.
You pick up after your dog.
Yeah, there's people monitoring this situation. We have an
employee. You have armed dogs.
We have a guard walking around. And it's just a place where you can walk in the winter where it is warm with your dog.
And tropical. Even.
Yeah.
We're going to make the inside.
Yeah.
I'm talking like we're doing it, but.
I know.
Inside's going to be a tropical.
Pleasant, really nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Trees.
Gardens, water.
Yeah.
A lazy river.
For
and
the
then,
dogs.
right outside that, there is a brewery that looks into the dog area.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, but that's
You're just copying that.
That's what dogs are off leash.
Yeah, it's a dog park.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We can't take Chloe. I would never take Chloe to a dog park. So I would like a leashed area that is inside.
And then, in the basement, a speakeasy bookstore.
Oh my God. This is not part of it, everybody.
All in one.
No, not all. What do you do with your dog while you need to go to the bar, the brewery?
We have babysitters.
No.
Walkers.
No. This is out of hand.
I like thinking of business ideas.
As I can tell, you stretched your imagination with this assignment. I went practical, real. You went with airline. Airline that excludes everybody except for one tiny group of people. Not even their family members.
People that use wheelchairs and one other individual.
No one else.
I just want to be able to fly in my chair on an airplane.
Yeah, but that's not what this is about. This video is about
solving a personal problem. Often.
But I just to buy a 747.
I'm assuming I have millions. I have millions of investors.
Millions of investors. Okay.
Okay.
Then it's a great idea. If you can buy the plane and buy the gas and pay the pilot and rent the airport space for millions and millions and maybe billions of dollars. Great idea.
Okay, thank you. I would. But let me know what you think down below. Don't think about the reality.
No, it's very much about the practicality of the idea. So think about that.
Think about the wonder.
No,
and
think
the
about
joy.
What do you think would be a better business for our livelihood to depend on? Since we started this by saying sometimes social media can be a little precarious. So let's think about that.
Yeah, if social media goes away, I'm going to begin an airline. Okay, everyone, have a good day. We'll see you soon.
Again, shop my pics with the link below and use my code HANNAH for an extra 40% off your first order.